What is going on, fight fans? So today we got to talk about something weird. Manny Pacquiao is eyeing competing in the 2024 Olympics. Is that even possible? Can he even do that? Is that even allowed under the rules of the Olympics? Well, let's go ahead and talk about that in this video. So here you can see the article by Sports Illustrated. Chris Mannix, he wrote, Manny Pacquiao explores options for 2024 Summer Olympics. And he wants to compete in the Summer Olympics, which will begin July 26th in Paris. His reasoning is that he's always wanted to compete for the Philippines in the Olympics, but was never given the opportunity because they were very poor when he was young, and his only option was to go pro so that he can fight to make money for him and his family. So he never had the opportunity to fight in the Olympics, and now he's exploring options on how to qualify. But can he even qualify? He's not an amateur. He has an extensive pro record. I mean, he's gone through the entire, pro gamut saga. He's actually the only, fighter to have captured titles in 8 weight classes when it comes to boxing. So can he even go there and face, some really young guys, or some, older people who usually from Cuba? They tend to stay in the amateurs sometimes and become older and fight in the Olympics. Can he do that? Well, the answer is 100% he can. Yes. If we pull this up here, the Associated Press, dozens of pro boxers take swings at Olympic gold. In 2016, the Rio de Janeiro Olympics, they lifted that block where pro boxers could not box in the Olympics. This is one of the reasons why we saw Keyshawn Davis, even though he had, a pro career already started, go to the Olympics and win a silver medal. Yes, it is allowed, as long as you can go through the qualifications to make it to the Olympics. Now, one thing that is interesting is that the qualification process normally entails doing things in the amateur circuit. For example, well, the now removed the AIBA, world tournaments, world amateur tournaments, international. So it had to be world stage tournaments where if you won that helped you continuously qualify to go to the Olympics. With pro boxers, it's a little bit different. I don't necessarily understand what their qualification process is. What do they need to do to qualify? Because they cannot do those amateur world championships. They cannot do that. So what their thing is, I don't know. If there's a somewhat separate qualification process for pro boxers, but the interesting thing here is that maybe it's open to pro boxers, but Manny Pacquiao is no longer a pro boxer. But because he was a pro boxer, does that automatically give him the benefits of coming in as a pro boxer, even though he's not a pro boxer now? Because boxing, you could have a fight whenever you want. He could come back and have another fight. George Foreman was gone for a long time, came back. So there's a lot of interesting questions. Now, he will probably, more than likely, be the oldest person competing in the Summer Olympics in Paris. I would go as far as probably saying, yes, he is going to be the oldest person if he does it. Now, most pro boxers don't care to go back to the Olympics to win a medal because there's not really money in that unless they're trying to leverage that for fame in the pro circuit, but it could go horribly wrong. You could go back to the pros. There were a lot of pro boxers that attempted to to go to the Olympics in Rio de Janeiro and in the Tokyo Olympics, and they didn't do well. They didn't do well. Keyshawn Davis was probably the best of the boxers who was current that went to the Olympics and did well. This can go horribly wrong for Manny Pacquiao in so many different ways, and maybe right in just one way. He wins the gold medal, and maybe he gets some good praise from that, right? Maybe that also helps him with whatever political thing he's trying to do, right? Because he's bringing pride to the country. But he could also win the gold medal and people would just be like, well, you beat up on a bunch of little kids. So, like, who cares, right? He could also even win the silver medal and be like, how did you not win the gold medal, right? He could not medal at all. And then it's like, what? He cannot move out of pools, right? He probably won't even, what if he doesn't make top 10 or something? He's so far away from medaling. It's a very risky thing for his brand in terms of who he is, the legend of Manny Pacquiao. But it's even more risky when you know that he's threading a needle of positive reception for this, because he could win and he could still get backlash for winning a gold medal against, 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds, right? So we're going to have to wait and see. Will it make it interesting to see Manny Pacquiao there? They don't wear headgear anymore. Yeah, it would be very interesting to see Manny Pacquiao trying to win a gold medal. But this is just a bizarre thing. This is something we've not experienced before. So this is another, uncharted territory. What happens when a decorated former pro boxer who's already a bit old goes into the Olympics? I don't know. That's movie worthy, a movie worthy script right there. But we'll see. Let's see if Manny Pacquiao pulls off a win, and let's see if it's received positively. He could also, like I said, be perceived as just picking on little kids and kind of bullying his way to a gold medal. But it's only 3 rounds, which could also work in his favor because he's an explosive fighter. He's already old, can't be going too many rounds anyways. He's probably going to be knocking these kids out. That's going to be crazy. That's going to be crazy, but I don't know. What you guys think? Do you guys think that this makes any sense at all for Manny Pacquiao to go back into the Olympics, or to go into the Olympics for the first time because he didn't get a chance to when he was young because of financial issues? Or is he just like that old dude turning his hat backwards and putting on his book bag and going back to high school even though he's super old already? He's just trying to be cool with the kids. I mean, you guys let me know. I think it's an interesting story, and I'll definitely be watching. I just don't know how to feel if he wins the gold medal or if he loses the gold medal. It's like it's all mangled up in my brain. Don't really know what my reaction is gonna be. All right, guys. Until the next one, this is Edward from Boxing Fanatico. Peace out.